Yo, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new mini boss to map 7. We just got a brand new season with the Doom boss, and that brought a new cycle of mini bosses for one of the variations in map 7. That is Thing. So, I've been getting a fair amount of questions and from people in other high tier alliances. They're like, yo, who are you guys using for Thing? And I mean, rightfully so. The first day of AQ, my battle group certainly did have a bit of a problem with this guy. So, and after that, I've pretty much been taking him every single day now. So I'm going to be breaking down some of the best counters to the first and second, who I personally use, and full takedowns on both the first and second map 7 Thing mini boss. So the first one here, why is he annoying? So basically, Thing, at his base, he's already a pretty annoying defender. And then pair that up with some of these nodes and the possible modifiers that you can have for a day of map 7, and it can make it really difficult. So, and based on your modifier, it might really affect some of the champions that you can use for this Thing mini boss. So modifiers aside though, the nodes on here is Kinetic Transference and Mesmerize. So what do these do? Kinetic Transference, basically whenever Thing hits your block, he's going to gain power. Mesmerize, a 7% chance to evade, and it stuns you if he does evade. And the 7% feels more like 20%. It's so annoying. This is one of my least favorite nodes in the entire game. So for this first Thing, what I like to use is a slow debuff option. So Stealth Spidey, Spider-Gwen, She-Hulk, someone with easy access to the slow debuff. And, Stealth Spidey's my personal favorite by far, so he's the go-to. But again, it depends on your modifiers, because like I said, the first day of AQ this week, my battle group struggled. So the second day, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna bring Stealth Spidey, easy. And so I brought Stealth Spidey, but the modifier that we had was Special Delivery. Basically what that does is every 15 hits you have to throw a special attack or you degen, and Stealth Spidey has 7-hit combos, so it didn't go very well, to say the least. So I learned that the hard way. But here today, this modifier is Hurt Locker, which you can't use the same special attack twice in a row, which is fine, because with my cycle with Stealth Spidey, how I start is apply the slow debuff, build to the special 2, get the elongated slow debuff, then just build up to the special 3, and then refresh all my web cartridges, and then use the special 1 to increase the critical rate. And so using different special attacks, Hurt Locker, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what I like to do. Quake is also a really good option for both of the Thing bosses, but it comes with a big old but. You have to be a good Quake player, and I'm an alright Quake player. I'd say I'm a good Quake player at just parrying, but you can't just parry. You have to be able to pretty much only dex, which makes this fight much more difficult for me to Quake. And yeah, I can't really do it. I need to practice a lot more with Quake before I can do that. At least against Thing. I'm okay against like Korg because I've practiced in Variant 1, but against Thing, yeah, I don't have much practice. So yeah, if you're gonna use Quake, you gotta Quake and Shake. You have to dex, you can't parry, because the Kinetic Transference will build up power on Thing, and then you're screwed, because he has power, base specials and all that shenanigans. So yeah, slow debuff option, Quake, and another really good option is Nick Fury. So Nick Fury is my MVP for both of the Thing bosses. But for this first one, since I can use Stealth Spidey, that's what I do. But I can't use Stealth Spidey for the second one, so I'm going to be saving my Nick Fury for that scenario. But as you can see, Stealth Spidey, he's working pretty good. The only problem is I'm running out of time, because it takes a little while to get him fully set up the way that I do it. A lot of people like to start with getting the crit passive up, but not me. I'm much more comfortable with this way. I'm also kind of used to building him up for like a 1,000-hit combo against Luke Cage in the Abyss. So taking my time is how I usually build him up. And here, only have 3 minutes, so I managed to take off quite a bit. I think we get him to like 8% after this L3. So I mean, a good run for sure. I mean, we timed out. We didn't die. I mean, yeah, it was a great run. Couldn't have played too much better. I could have taken some less block damage, but that's It's all good. This is the only fight I brought Stealth Spidey for, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm just going to go back in, reapply the slow debuff, and give it another try. And if I fail with Stealth Spidey, I still have a full health Nick Fury. So there's not too much to worry about. This first thing, after that initial timeout run, we're looking good. So yeah, I can apply the slow debuff, but I'm not going to do the same method I used on the first run because there's barely any health left. So I'm just going to try to get him down as quickly as I can, reapply the slow debuff. Going to get the Fury now, I think. Oh, not yet. Gonna bait out this L2, but I already have the Fury. What am I saying? And this L2, it clips me. I think that's the first time I've ever been hit by things L2. I don't know what happened. Just I thought I dex back far enough, and I clearly did not. But we're going to go back in here with Nick Fury. Again, he's full health, so I'm not worried. But I should be more careful of the Mesmerize because, like I said, that Mesmerize, it's 7%. It feels like 20% at least, man. Yeah, it's crazy. So anytime he's not stunned, there's a chance for him to evade, even when you hit his block. So you really got to be careful. You don't want to get stunned. But yeah, quick and easy fight for 5% with Nick Fury, and he goes down. So that's the first thing, full takedown. Now let's move on to the second thing. So the first thing, that was day 4, which is today when I'm recording this, day 4 of AQ. So I believe this was the day before, so day 3 of AQ. So you see the Quake is dead. I tried her on this day and it did not go well on the first thing. Yeah, so this day's modifier is personal space. So he's going to get a Fury buff when I'm near him or something. That doesn't matter to me. So yeah, pretty much the plan with Nick is what you can do is just 2-hit combos. And if you do 2-hit combos, he'll never get to 15 rock stacks. You never have to worry about it. But the real problem with this thing is he has Mighty Charge. So that's why these slow debuff champions won't work. Because, you know, anytime he's dashing, he's unstoppable. And you might be thinking, yeah, but the slow debuff can counter that. And you're right. But every time he's dashing, he also becomes debuff immune. So he loses any debuffs on him, including the slow debuff. So it wouldn't work. Yeah, you can't really use a slow debuff here. So yeah, Quake can still work here if you're a good Quake player. But yeah, my go-to is Nick Fury. And Nick Fury is who I ended up using on the day that we had special delivery. It was a bit more tricky because with the special delivery, I had to keep throwing specials or I would degen. And I wasn't getting enough power to get to the special 2 every time. So it was kind of sketchy, but it ended up working. I think I had to use a revive, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, it's working. It's kind of slow and steady because I have to be really careful how I get my openings. So only doing 2-hit combos, you know, I could go for some full combos, and I do sometimes, but there's really only 3 ways to get openings in this fight. So 1, I can bait out special attacks. 2, I can parry. But again, if he's dashing at me, he's debuff immune, so I can't land the parry. I have to be right next to him for a parry to stick. Or, you know, since I'm unblockable, I can break his block. But if he dashes, when I try to break his block, I'm dead. Even if I hit the intercept, he's unstoppable, so he wins the interaction. So I have to be really careful when I get my openings. You know, if I see he's holding his block, I need to be very reactive and just snap on his block with a 2-hit combo. But yeah, you really have to choose your moments. Right here, I see he's holding block. I'm like, perfect. Let me go in and get the 2-hit combo. And it's working. You know, it's working. Just doing the 2-hit combos. You know, when it crits, a medium's critting for 6,000. A non-crit's doing 1,500 around that. So, you know, it's pretty good damage. And right there, you see evade failed. Love seeing that. We have enough tactical charges that we can't miss, and we cannot be evaded, so that's great. But what you got to be careful of is the start of the fight. When you have no tactical charges, there's a chance for a thing to evade. Like, look how many times we're getting evade failed. It's supposed to be 7%. It doesn't feel like it. So I'm going to get 2 more hits in and then get off the special 3, and again, I'm going to time out. But that's okay. We'll go back in and finish it up. These thing bosses, man, they're annoying. They're very annoying. But the great thing about Nick Fury also is that even if he does evade, we won't get stunned in our second phase because we're stun immune, which is just a wonderful mechanic, a truly wonderful mechanic to be stun immune. You gotta love it. You gotta love Nick Fury. We had 3% in that fight, and we managed to hold on till the end. So, I was happy with it. Don't have to waste a revive. Just a couple of potions. Heal back up to 30%. And again, should just be able to go in, repeat what I was doing before, and should be able to finish him off here. Man, I love Nick Fury. I'm so happy that my dad pulled him. It's pretty crazy. So right there, as you see, he evaded, but we were immune to the stun, so we're fine. Here I build up to my special one, get it off, and now we're good. He can't evade anymore. But again, 7% chance with that mesmerize, and you've seen how many times it triggered or it tried to trigger. It does not feel like 7%. It's like Black Widow's 3% chance to evade. It's not 3%, man. We all know it's not. So yeah, one more little combo here. Again, look, evade failed. Another one. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's the second thing down and the first thing down. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this helps you guys and your alliance get through those map 7 mini bosses, because the Corvus timeout is much difficult to do here. And when I tried it on the first day, and I was just triggering protection on every hit, running suicide, so it wasn't working for me. But yeah, it's gonna do it for today's video. Drop a like if you did enjoy. I hope this helped you guys out. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content. If you have any more questions or guides or gameplay you guys want to see, drop them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Peace out.